Hi, welcome to a walk in the Carpenter shop where together we're learning some lessons about following God and what that looks like. As we're recording this, we're recording it in a time frame where I am currently studying for the next series that I will be teaching in celebration worship at the Church of 434. The series is called Back Against the Wall, and it's a series about Esther and how her commitment and how her placement by God at just the right moment reminded her that she was created for a moment like this, and because she was faithful in that moment, God moved and did some amazing things. But in her story, there's an interesting verse. I was looking at it. It's Esther 4:16. It says, "Fast for me, and so I will go." It is a moment where Esther is approaching a very important moment, and she makes a decision that she is so deeply distressed about the fate of her people and what she needs to do that she wants to connect better to God, and so she goes on what is a fast. A fast normally involves you not eating, sometimes not drinking, but usually it's more about eating. And fasting is something that's happened throughout time. If you read the Old Testament, even in dietary movements today, people will fast for a certain time. At the end of the day, to understand fasting, the purpose of that is to get you to focus not on meeting a spiritual need like a spiritual hunger, a regular hunger, but more of a spiritual hunger. In other words, to allow yourself to get to that point where you're connecting with God and there's a realness and a complete focus on Him because you're not distracted by other things. That fasting at times was abused. It was used as a sign of spirituality. Some people would fast and look so miserable because everyone would look at them and go, "Oh, they must be fasting, they're so spiritual." And yet Jesus instructed us not to look that way. Don't let people know when you're fasting. You just move through and you connect to God and you do what you need to do. But the idea, again, is to get you to focus completely on Him. Fasting for some is impossible. There are some people I know that have some chemical imbalances in their body. If they fast and they were to fast all day, they would be a mess tomorrow. And that's not what the suggestion is here. The point of this is to simply remind you that you need to find in your life those ways that you will connect to God. Find those ways in your walk that you can really focus in and hone in on Him. Maybe you need to fast from social media. Maybe you need to fast from your cell phone. Maybe you need to fast from all streaming media and quit watching YouTube videos or Netflix or Paramount Plus or Disney Plus. Maybe you need to back away from certain foods, maybe not all foods. Maybe you need to find yourself in a situation where you fast and you stay away from people for just a little while and isolate yourself where it's just you and your Bible and prayer time with God. Fasting. A number of ways to do it. The idea, the principle, is to get you to that point where you are focused completely and totally on Him. And so, let me suggest to you to find the ways to fast. And it doesn't have to be for all day, it doesn't have to be for 2 days, it doesn't have to be 3 days, it can be for an hour. But find that place that you need to go and that thing that you need to do that will help you best connect to God. Of all the things you need to do, you don't need to quit watching our stuff though. So you can take a fast from everything else, streaming media, but you keep watching the Church of 434 in Motion, and I look forward to joining you next time here in the Carpenter shop.